The first non-white quarterback Super Bowl matchup, first all-black quarterback Super Bowl matchup, Super Bowl on February the 12th. We told you about Abraham Lincoln before conference title week. We told you before the playoffs about the Kelsey brothers and Andy Reid and the Chiefs. We told you about Andy Reid passing Tom Landry in playoff wins before the conference title week. I think before divisional round week. This is going to tie into civil rights. All time, the Chiefs lead the series 5-4. The Chiefs are going to be 6-4 because that is going to connect to the landmark Civil Rights Act of 1964. So the Chiefs will improve to 6-4 all time after beating the Eagles. In gematria, the practice of coding letters and words into numbers. Let me give you Eagle fans hope. State Farm Stadium is gematria of 55, coming off of a game against the 49ers. No, I stand correct. 49ers is 55, but it's going to be 6-4. Kansas City Chiefs is gematria 64. Don't forget that the first black president was Barack Hussein Obama. Barack Hussein Obama is gematria of 64. This is the first all-black quarterback Super Bowl matchup in the history of the National Football League. Civil rights. Civil is gematria 55. It's civil rights that has gematria 64. Don't forget that the Eagles hold a first-round pick that they got from the Saints. New Orleans Saints is gematria 64. So it's very clear what 64 is all about. What the fuck is he doing, Derek? Okay, ruining this fucking website with all these goddamn ads. Okay. Anyway, New Orleans Saints gematria 64. Patrick Mahomes, he's the chosen one. Chosen gematria 64. Abraham Lincoln, born, died at 56 prior Super Bowls. It really is good stuff. Abraham Lincoln is 9-1, 8 is 18, is 9, 12 is 3, so 9, 3 is 12, and 2 is 14. So Abraham Lincoln's a 14-5 life path numerology. The Eagles can win one Super Bowl out of their 4 appearances. The Eagles are going to be 1-3 because the 13th Amendment is what abolished slaves. Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation, but it was actually the 13th Amendment that abolished slavery, and that is what's going to connect to the first Super Bowl matchup between two black quarterbacks. And okay, Abraham Lincoln, his name in gematria, we can derive the meaning of his name. Abraham Lincoln's gematria 60. That's also the gematria of Indianapolis, where the coach of Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni, came from. It's also Glendale that has gematria 60. So that's how 60 connects to all this. Abraham, gematria 44 and 26. Lincoln gematria 79 and 34. Lincoln happens to be the gematria of the Kansas City Chiefs. And we see the first all-black quarterback Super Bowl matchup on the birthday of Abe Lincoln. Featuring the Chiefs, featuring the Philadelphia Eagles. It's good stuff. It really is good stuff to see this all play out. What about Civil War? Civil War is gematria of 97 and 43. The game itself is going to be played on the 43rd day of the year. Patrick Mahomes dealing with an ankle injury. Game on the 43rd day is ankle, that's gematria 43 and 16. So, Civil Rights gematria 6-4. New York Giants for a prior winner at Glendale. New York Giants is gematria 64. So, these are all very good cues for Andy Reid to win the Super Bowl over here against his former team. But the chosen one here is Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is going to win it on the bum angle. They're already hyping up the unstoppable Kansas City Chiefs defense. But if you're really into race rituals, then Mahomes will get hurt, and you're telling me Chad Henne's going to lead the Chiefs to victory. So, again, that's at State Farm Stadium, so Patrick Mahomes is going to play the whole game. He's going to be the hero. It's Andy Reid's guy. Here's another thing that connects to Glendale. Lincoln ran for president in 1860. Won the 1860 election. And the Chiefs, of course, to be 3-2 in the Super Bowl. Obama, first black president, Gematria 32. Lyndon B Johnson cited Civil Rights Act. Johnson is Gematria 32. Now, when we all break down Jalen Hurts, it's Hurts that is Gematria 23, but Chiefs won't be 2-3 in the Super Bowl. Rather, against Patrick Mahomes, 23-5 life path. September 17 is 8-17, 1995, 24-6, 23-5 life path. The Chiefs won't go 2-3 in the Super Bowl, but rather Patrick Mahomes is going to win 2 out of 3 Super Bowls after he beats Hurts in that one loss to Tom Brady. And this all before the Super Bowl. Las Vegas the following season. So Las Vegas has same exact gematria as Jalen Hurts. He just plays in the prior Super Bowl before the big game for next season. That's pretty much what I got for the first all black quarterback Super Bowl matchup. The big things to note is civil rights in the year 64. The Chiefs to go 6-4. And Andy Reid is going to go 4-4 against the Kansas City Chiefs. So during his time as the Chiefs coach, obviously. 10-point win, 7-point win, 17, 29. It's going to be a plus 30 differential for Coach Andy Reid. Now, not only will the Chiefs be 6-4 when they beat the Eagles, but Abraham Lincoln himself is 6'4". 6'4". This is his birthday. They're going to win. They're going to win in the postseason. Abe Lincoln, Gematria 87 and 42. It's Glendale, that's Gematria 87 and 42. So there's a scripted tribute to Abraham Lincoln on his birthday, the first all-black quarterback Super Bowl matchup. Civil rights legislation. Patriots are the last winner. This team's going to be the next winner. Okay. Let's go to Civil War. So is anyone going to be assassinated on the day of the Super Bowl, symbolically, such as Patrick Mahomes or whatever? Or even Jalen Hurts? Is he going to get hurt? Will we see some ritual play out? The Civil War ended in the year 65. What's interesting about the Civil War ending in the year 65 connects to the storyline of the Kelsey brothers. Jason Kelsey in his postseason career. The Civil War ended in 1865. When we go to the splits of Jason Kelsey, you're going to start to see something. His playoff record can be 6-5, like the Civil War ending in 1965. And that's also Gematria of Philadelphia and Florida, where the Chiefs last won a Super Bowl at the state of Florida. Washington, D.C., Gematria 56. It is 56 prior Super Bowls, obviously. Hodgeville, Kentucky. We can connect his place of birth to the actual day of the Super Bowl. Hodgenville, Kentucky's Gematria of 88. Len Dawson died at 88 years of age. Bill Russell died at 88 years of age. That's the day of the Super Bowl. Hodgenville's Gematria of 113. That's Abraham Lincoln, where he's born at. Patrick Mahomes could be 11-3 in the postseason. 59 is also the Gematria of Miami Gardens, where the Chiefs last won the Super Bowl. Or maybe City of Miami, but Miami, Florida is Gematria of 110 and 65. Civil War ended in the year 65. Jason Kelsey, 6-5. Philadelphia, Gematria 65. You see that right there. Miami, Florida, Gematria of 110 is a connection to Abraham Lincoln's birthplace, Kentucky. Kentucky is Gematria of 110. And anything with the death of John Wilkes Booth. So let me go back to Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln is actually from Illinois, and Illinois is where the Super Bowl sponsor, State Farm, is from. Anything with the death that could signal a quarterback injury. I don't think so with Patrick Mahomes being the sponsor. Hours before he was assassinated, he established the Secret Service that actually originally fought against counterfeiting in the United States. U.S. Secret Service is also Gematria 65. So April 11th, the day that he went to a speech where Lincoln promoted voting rights for blacks, is when he decided to assassinate the president. April the 11th and 4 is 15. Then 1865 is 2. So that is a 17 8-day numerology. The Chiefs will win their 17th game of the season to win the Super Bowl. And then this is 20-2-day numerology right here. I don't think we'll see any quarterback injury where Chad Henne steps up and wins a Super Bowl like like Nick Foles and the Eagles, their last championship. It's State Farm Stadium. Patrick Mahomes gonna win. He's got to play the whole game at the stadium where he stars for their commercials for the naming rights of the Super Bowl. This is what we got here pertaining to the Super Bowl on Abraham Lincoln's birthday.